latency check. Alright, 17-second delay, just like normal, so we're good there. Checking for volume, 2 seconds. I want to see if the game volume is high enough for the audio commentary, if you guys can hear it. 2 seconds. Getting it up on my phone so I can check that way. The volume levels worked last night, so I'm just making sure that it works tonight. Let me see. Alright, I do have a guest with me today, so I'm gonna have her say something and see if it comes up.
Bonjour. Did it work?
Alright, audio commentary is good, so I'm gonna hope that the game commentary is good as well. If not, I will change it eventually, if someone brings it to my attention on the chat beside the video. My name is Echamil. We're going to be playing Bloodborne live stream. This was meant to stream in earlier today at about 2 or 3 Eastern Standard Time. I do have a friend who is joining me today, so whether or not you hear her at all is determined whether or not she can talk loud enough to pick up, or for the microphone to pick it up. It is a headset, but she is here to laugh at me try to play this game and get my butt kicked. So we are going to go ahead and get started. Tonight, I'm not going to be doing Final Fantasy IX. That is a leisure night game that is to for us to wind down the day. I don't have to think too much to play it. I'm not going to be covering Metal Gear Solid tonight either, like I had said last night. That will be waiting until next weekend. I will probably play that on Friday. If I don't go in through and just do an entire day play through Sunday, we'll discuss that later on throughout the week. Right now, we're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and reload at Old Yarnin. If you remember, if you joined us from the last stream, or you watched last stream, or you remember from last stream, we did defeat Father Gascoigne. After swearing at him a few times, we did, manage to get through that. We did explore a couple new areas, seen a few new enemies. Almost had our ass handed to me with a werewolf that I didn't expect, if you remember quite, while I was swearing at it and cursing at it. But anyways, I did level up last time I went in, but I was left with 3,927 blood echoes, so there wasn't much I can do. Last time we were in this area, we heard someone talking to us, and then he was telling us that we weren't needed in this area. Hopefully he's not another boss. Anyways, remember, there's some enemies that like to come out of the smoke. Oh, I thought I saw him. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's... Well, they aren't as hard to kill when it's full. Now, I don't... Oh, that was just a glitch. or a little video error. Anyways, I did speak to a couple of people on the Bloodborne Wikia and the corresponding Chat Tango chat box on the wiki page, and they did explain to me that the invisible being that we seen just outside the cathedral, there is nothing we can do at this point for that enemy. It will become more visible later on as we collect more insight. We will be able to face it. Sorry there for I got a little distracted, but yeah, we'll be able to fight it more on an evil ground next time. I actually did the wrong thing. I didn't want to go to Old Yarnan. I want to go to the first floor sick room because now we have opened up the cathedral. There is a few doors that we can knock on and escort. They'll go to the cathedral for the safe haven. I did mention last time that the little girl, we can send her to the cathedral, but I gave her the brooch last time, so I think that's what it was needed for us for her to go to the brooch. Otherwise, or for her to go to safe haven. Otherwise, she dies and we lose out on an item that we can use for another item, which really isn't important as far as game goes. It's just a messenger item that is to give the messengers, the little guys with the tombstones and the notes. These guys right here. Yeah, it gives them it gives them, like, you know, a little accessory. It makes them look a little more friendly, so on and so forth. But as you notice, I want to point this out because one of the viewers messaged me since last time. Before you'd see the sun right here specifically. It is because we defeated Father Gascon and we have opened up Old Yarnan. The way the game is working is, oh, okay, so it's right there. Maybe it is just the area, but the sun changes positions. It does. It's not a lot. It's not really noticeable. It's the same way in the Dark Soul game. As you progress through the game and through the levels, the light changes position. Sometimes it's darker out. Sometimes, you know, it's bright out. So you almost think, oh my God, it's morning. Or sometimes you think it's, you know, middle of night. So on and so forth. That is just to give the emphasis that this is supposed to be, like, you know, taking place in a single night's worth, in time anyways. Because this is called the Night of the Hunt, so the idea is that all of this is going on and you're doing it all in just a single night's time, much like Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. The idea is that you do the game in like 3 days, and even if you take like 2 weeks to beat the game itself, in game time it's only been 3 weeks. And this is just a more visible means to it. You don't notice it in whoa, this guy's gonna fucking kill me. You don't notice it in other games when they mention time. In fact, actually, I don't believe there's very many games that they mention a time frame as pertaining to the details inside the game. One of them I know for sure is Final Fantasy VII. In the time between you ending out of City of Midgar, I missed what he just said. Oops. Anyways, between the time it takes from you to get out of Midgar on Final Fantasy VII to about the time it takes for Aerith to die, that's only realistically been about 4 weeks as far as in-game time goes, and you don't really notice it because you don't see the day or nighttime shift. Final Fantasy IX is kind of the same way. Technically speaking, the game of Final Fantasy IX, we start out with Garnet's birthday being her 16th birthday. The game technically ends about 4 months. It's only a 4-month time span in the entire game. These guys are going to kill me. Other games are like that too. I'm drawing a blank on specific titles as far as their time frame goes, because you don't really notice it unless there's a daytime nighttime function in the game. Oh, another one. Okay, Dragon Quest 3 for the Game Boy Color, Super Nintendo. Only Japan released in Super Nintendo, but for the Nintendo Entertainment System. The Nintendo Entertainment System, or the Famicom in Japan, did not have the daytime nighttime function. That was added to the Super Nintendo into the later Game Boy Color port. The entire Dragon Quest 3 game only takes place in about 3 weeks from the time of Lodo or Roto's birthday to him defeating the Archdemon Baramos, and then later on, I'm trying to think of what the final boss's name is at the moment. But yeah, you know, it's you don't think about it, or at least I don't. You know, I don't think about the time it takes me to, as far as in-game time goes, because you play a game and you know, you might play it for 6-7 hours, you know, do so much, and then that's it. Oh, okay, another good example, and this one people, I'm sure some, you know, people have made aware of. There's plenty of jokes about it too. Luigi's Mansion, both for the GameCube and the later one that was just came out on 3DS last year. The entire game literally takes place in a single night's time. That's all. From the time it takes Luigi to get to the mansion to the time he rescues Mario, it's only been a single night. And technically speaking, you can beat that game straight through in 13 hours if you know where to go, what to do, and all the tricks of the puzzles. It's not an exceptionally long game, which, you know, fits. You know, okay, obviously there isn't many places in the world that you're going to have a 13-hour night, but oh, I guess. Let me see. No, I guess. All right. Those two doors do nothing. I know there's a couple of them that we can send, like the old woman by the dogs near the church towards the waterway. We can send her, as rude as she is, and unfortunately, I wish she would just, you know, they would have got her throughout this game. That, you know, some enemy would pick her off on her way to the church, but she manages to get to the cathedral, and then we get a blood item from her, which really isn't all that impressive. But hey, you know, let me see. I can now go to the cathedral, so I should be able to get Spitfire from this guy, or be able to buy it. Flames Prayer. There we go. Now that's... There we go. I thought it was Flame Spitter, but let me see. Whoops. Is that a weapon? No, it's not a right-handed weapon. It is a... Oh, it's a left-handed weapon. Fire attack 45, which is good. Uses a single bullet, which is fine. It doesn't scale to anything. It's considerably weaker than our hunter pistol, and that might be because, you know, I increased it by 2, but I don't really think so. I'm gonna see. I have 20, so why not? It looks like a watering can. What's it do? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think we have a new close weapon. That's pretty. In fact, actually, there's an enemy down here. Let's try it down on this torch guy down here. Let's see how he takes it. Oh, it's not the okay. Well, it's not the strongest, and it takes a bullet for what little damage it does, but that's okay. Well, maybe it'll increase the more we increase blood tinge as far as our stat goes. So who knows? Let me take care of these guys up here. I want to take care of the werewolves because we just skipped over Big Ugly and the crows, and I want to. Oh, the dogs too. That's right. But I want to take care of you know, Mr. Hook, and then the 2 werewolves. There we go. Hopefully they come this way. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Come on. Good puppy. Now, if you remember, these guys' names were Oswald and Nala. So I think we're gonna beat on Oswald first, because it's. Oh well, maybe he's gonna beat on us. Kids, it is wrong to hit dogs. Don't hit dogs. It's bad. Did you hear me? Bad. Oh, there's another one. There he is. Oh. Maybe we can get close to this guy. Oh, that's quite. That's cool, actually. As many bullets as that took. No. Oh my God, we burned. Oh, okay. So maybe that's not an effective weapon to use against the beast. I mean, granted, he took a lot of damage, but we don't get the blood vials out of it. That's. I mean, granted, we already have 20, so I don't know. Anyways, come on, Mr. Big Ugly. Oh, he didn't want to play. That's okay. We got a pebble and more blood vials. Oh, Mr. Ugly didn't want to play with us today. That's okay. We'll go play with his friend. His friend down there beating on the door. Anyways, I am gonna go down the sewer. Right now they're really we're just going through and collecting the doors. I guess there really isn't as many as what I thought there was. There we go. But the few that there is. Oh, we took care of that dog. Mr. Big Ugly's gonna be coming upstairs. We're gonna go ahead and get these items. We're really not going around for the purpose of the blood echoes. I just really wanted to get to the doors. But the blood echoes are a great bonus. Oh, we took care of him. No. Oh, what? Oh, we're out of blood vials, or we're max blood vials, so we can't do anything with him. Nothing over here. We took care of those enemies out in the courtyard. I don't believe this up here does anything as far as that party goes. I do believe a couple of the people, as far as the chat goes, they had mentioned that that some of the doors they stop. You stop being able to knock on them. They stop being able to saying anything. So no, it sounds like he's pretty much saying the same thing as earlier. So let's knock on his door again. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know, but right now we're 3 for 0. Obviously, well, we got the flame sprayer, which is good, but that's only because we finally got to the old cathedral. I'm really curious as far as that item we can purchase for 10,000 souls. No one, or yeah, souls, blood echoes. No one was willing to tell me as far as the chat what I needed that for. As you can see, the light's gone. So, maybe, yeah. We gave her the brooch, so she went to look for her mom, and that's fine. Later her sister will be back there, so we're gonna go ahead because there's an item. We're gonna go pick up an item from where she is. She unfortunately is dead. I feel bad for the old Yarnin girl, or the young Yarnin girl. So that's alright. We'll take care of these crows. Now I can just go right down there. I might as well just take the long arms and then Mr. Pig, because that's in the area anyways. So take care of these ugly crows. And then we'll come back to. No! Come on, you stupid. And these flying rats. These guys just, you know, I don't know what their deal is. But yeah, we'll go ahead and take care of the long arms, and then we'll do a proper go through and pick up the last as far as the souls go, or the blood echoes go. We don't want to go that way only because of I didn't take care of the pikemen or the Blunderbuster brothers. So I just want to go ahead and take care of the long arm crowd. And one of the people from the chat, Tango chat, keyed me in. They told me what the name of these enemies are. I can't remember what they're called. Another person told me that they're They're the early bird specials. So I find that kind of rude, but maybe it's a little funny that, because there's the Great Bridge is above us. Obviously, because that's where, the Great Bridge leads down there. So the Great Bridge is pretty much right above us. Maybe these long arms are the old people that they toss down there or some, I don't know. But we'll call him we'll call him the Senior Citizen Squad for now or something or another. I don't know. We'll come up with something funny unless someone from the audience comes up with something funnier. I want to just take care of these guys. And someone from the chat, I wish I would have wrote down their names. Not that, as far as their names would have gone, because you can change your nickname on there as many times as you want. But they had, some people said, oh, you only face these guys here in the walkways. Other people said, oh, you face them, several other times. But either way, these guys really, jeez. Some enemies are gruesomely ugly. Some other enemies are just obnoxiously so. Anyways, we're gonna go get Mr. Pig. Oh, we do have a couple of throwing knives, a Molotov cocktail. That's good. We're gonna go ahead and keep the throwing knife equipped. And we're actually about to go there. So some bacon. Bacon. Are you aching? Yup. For some bacon. Yup. He's a big pig. Yup. You can be a big pig too. Come here, Mr. Piggy. Mr. Pig. Oh, Mr. Piggy's gonna chase us. Oh, I thought he was gonna run. He usually runs with. No. Now he's gonna run. No. There we go. We got Mr. Piggy. Took care of Mr. Piggy. We can't pick up the blood vial. There's another item there. The red messenger ribbon. Now that's the item that we can use. We can give it to the messengers. They'll equip it. They'll look nice and lovely, and they'll be wearing that ribbon. That ribbon is from the young Yarnan girl. What had happened, and as far as story-wise go, the ladder up there, okay, and well, I'll show you, because I'm might be getting a little turned around. The ladder up there that leads down into this walkway leads here. Unfortunately, this ladder right here leads up to the bridge with the big ball. Now, the young girl more than likely came through this way. And chances are she probably got trapped by the pig, and the pig gored her to death. And that's unfortunate. We don't ever get to see any kind of corpse from it, like how we see this one over here, which it's an unspoken rule as far as video games go. You don't show dead children. There are a couple of games that have broken that rules, but we never actually see any kind of bodies or any of that kind of stuff. It's just it's a good way to kill a game project by including children who are dead or gruesome or some kind in the game. That's why the Resident Evil games are always absent children, even though you see a bunch of zombie adults. And there have been, the Silent Hill games where they're featured in school. We never see any kind of children kind of enemies. And we don't see any children here. We just see a bunch of adults and beasts. And later on, that's why they include the insight. With 60 insight, you hear the children screaming and crying. But what happened is more than likely the little girl tried coming up this way, because up here is where her mom died. And as you remember, she gave us the music box because she was looking for her mom, because her mom went out looking for her mom, and her mom and dad are Father Gascoigne and his wife. And chances are, what happened, at least what I'm seeing, or the way I'm reading it as, is that the body up here, if you remember the very opening cutscene to Father Gascoigne, we seen him over here axing an enemy, this guy right here. And he was just kept going and just bloodying the guy even though he's dead. And that's when Father Gascoigne attacked us. He was crazy, and you see all these other bodies over here. These are all enemies that, obviously they're not active. They don't do anything. We can swing at them. They're not going to attack us. They're just decoration. But story-wise, it's appropriate that Father Gascoigne, who we are wearing his garb, he was wearing a religious wear. Chances was he was some kind of padre or father for the church. This is a graveyard. It looks like at one time there was a bell tower here or some kind. This has been decayed, rotted, whatever. But story-wise, it says to speak that she came looking for him, knew he might be in this area. He wasn't in this area. They attacked her, and you see all this blood here. And this is her right here. This is Father Gascoigne's wife, the mother of the little girl. And chances are we gave her the brooch, and she had to go see for herself, or she had to go see it, and unfortunately that led to her being killed. Now later on, her sister does become there at the window. We can exchange the red ribbon for a white ribbon. It really doesn't do anything as far as gameplay wise. It doesn't affect anything, but it does finish up that quest. So you know, we can either say, oh, we want to keep the red messenger ribbon because it looks nicer, or we want to switch it for the white messenger ribbon. Once we switch for the white, we can't ever get the red one back. But at the same time, it says, hey, you know, we finished this quest. We feel good about ourselves. We were able to finish it ourselves. So, and we're back at the Cathedral Ward, which it stands to reason that this is where Father Gascoigne was going to. Or if not, this is where the girl was on her way to. And we went all this way, and I forgot to tell the old woman that this was where it was. We're gonna go ahead and go back. We didn't clear out the sewer of enemies, so that's okay. Just right back down the ladder. But yeah. The girl is dead. It's unfortunate. As far as the wiki goes, there's two of them at the moment, and both of them only mention a few key characters as far as this game goes. Like, you know, it doesn't even mention the guy behind the window with the flame sprayer, or the old woman that we can direct to the Cathedral Ward, even though she gives us a blood vial with her name on it. It mentions like the young Yarnan girl. It mentions, you know, Father Gascoigne, the hunter, the old man in the chair, the doll, you know, so on and so forth. So these were both blood vials, weren't they? Yeah. Yeah. So darn, I was hoping either of those was gonna be a blood shard. Oh, shining coins. My shiny coin and me streaming. Alright, sorry about that. Of course, one guy survived. It must be a miracle. There's always just one guy. I don't know if it's like it always happens, or if this is like randomly decided. We're gonna go ahead and go up the elevator. We took care of some of the enemies, but I want to go up here so that way I can get to the woman quicker and take out Mr. Fat Uglies as well as the dogs, and then we'll go down and we'll clear out the sewers the right way. And that's the joy of this game, and Souls games. Demon Souls not. Oh man, don't you both come at me. But Demon Souls, I don't think it did it too much because it had the Nexus. Dark Souls 1, I'm not sure because I had a hard time getting past Blight Town, but this game does a really good job of opening up shortcuts, so that way, hey, we get this far, we can quickly travel back. And that's what I meant to ask to find out as far as that gate at the Great Bridge, because there's a door just past the Cathedral Ward. And it says it's closed, but it doesn't say whether it's closed from which side it's closed from. And I'm curious whether we can even open that or not. So I thought I heard another dog barking at me. It must have been just this guy. But yeah, we couldn't open it from the one side. And the other side, oh, it was this dog right here. We ran right on by him. And I'll go back up to the Great Bridge and I'll show you. Cause I want to clear out that other side. I just want to get over to here. We can direct her now to the cathedral. The Odon Chapel. And now we've let her know. She'll get to the chapel without us having to do anything else. And then, she'll give us an item next time we go to the chapel and speak to her. But that's not important right now. I don't want to go up that way because there's nothing up that way. We can't actually even get up that way. That was a shortcut down here. So we'll go up here. I haven't gone back to Hunter's Room, right? Yes, no, okay, awesome. Anyways, yeah, this door down here by the torch. Now, if you tuned in last time or you watched last stream, up there was a couple of really big uglies that just could tear us apart in no time flat, and we struggled a little taking care of them, getting them done. But we came to a door that said it was closed. Now, see, it said close, and I'm pressing X. I'll hit the door. I can't hit the door. I don't know. We can't open it, and I'm wondering if that's where I'm supposed to use the symbol for. But then there's another gate that says, oh, it needs a special symbol for it. So I have absolutely no idea. If we can even open that door at any point or not. It would be nice if we could. These guys are moving around. Stop moving around. You're dead. Stay dead. Anyways, oh, ooh, blood streak. We are almost we're swimming in blood at this point. This poor woman. Anyways, we'll go ahead and come down here. We'll go ahead and clear this little bit down here, just in hopes that maybe the enemies down in that portion of the sewer will give us a blood star. What is it? Shoot, that was the wrong item. No, I'm pressing the wrong buttons all over the place. Oh, we already have a bunch of bloodstone shards. Okay. Well, geez, I don't know why I thought I didn't have many. We could have increased our gun last time. Anyways, go down here. We'll go ahead and clear these enemies because these guys are some extra blood echoes, and we'll just turn around and we'll use this to increase our level. As long as this guy doesn't like just totally dissect us with this saw. Oh, more blood vials. Damn, man. I don't want blood vials. And someone told me not to worry about oh! I knocked him down there and he's got an item. It might just be a blood vial. A couple of people mentioned not to worry as far as messing with arcane. There is very few weapons in this game that have arcane as a scaling, even though every weapon has a scaling thing with it. Alright, damn, I'm pressing the wrong button again. Ooh, that was close. We'll go down. I'll show you. It says that there's a D in arcane, and that arcane scales with it. There's only a couple weapons. The Burial Blade, that's the only one I know for sure. But arcane doesn't scale with a lot, so there really isn't much reason to put stats in arcane other than discovery. A couple of people had mentioned not to worry about it. That it was a dual double-sided blade as far as that goes. So better items, but. And I might be mistaken on this. Again, I am communicating with wiki community. They do have a chat box that they communicate through. And unfortunately, no one is an expert at this game as far as it goes. Everyone has something else to say about it. Some people say that oh, it's worth doing discovery. Because you get better items more often. Other people say it's not worth it because when you do that, you lose out on your blood vials, your silver bullets, your throwing knives. The simple items that you use a lot of. So, jeez. Well, we'll just go through. As I said, I'm not doing any kind of personal build. I'm not doing anything. I'm not, following any specific path. Some some players on YouTube, I've noticed they have a set thing in mind, and that's great for those of those of them who've played all the Souls or both Souls games, or all Souls games, because they're technically speaking, Demon Souls is wrapped in there. But even though when they say Souls, they technically mean Dark Souls. Um, they and it's the same way like other games, Skyrim, Fallout, so on and so forth. I don't really have a plan in mind, so I'm just tossing my stats where I feel appropriate at the time being. I did do some looking into as far as the soft cap and the hard cap goes. I thought that the soft cap was 20. The soft cap itself is 50. There is a diminishing effect after 20 though. So the hard cap is 99, but between 50 and 99, just like in Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls for that matter. Even though Demon Souls, I don't really believe so, because you could still manage to keep increase. You could keep going and going and going. I believe. I don't think there was a hard cap at 99 until after they patched it. But yeah, there's very diminishing effects. Sorry, my friend is behind me and she's behaving funny, and it keeps distracting me a little bit. But yeah, there really isn't much reason for us to. Yeah, I'm going this way. There really isn't much reason for us to go past 50 in any kind of stat. 30 in a couple. But I'll make that decision later on. I might just decide that, hey, I want to keep live streaming this game, and well, I might only live stream up to the boss, but I might say, oh, on my own personal time, I want to get everything to 99 and show you, a character with maxed everything. But it is a lot of effort to do so, because it just at a certain point in the game, the beginning enemies, as far as the game go, they're really bad as far as giving you any blood echoes go. So you got to do all the later enemies in the game, and by then, it's just your insight's higher, the enemies are stronger. This game is a game that punishes you for playing. Much like Japan Studios games are normally like that. It's like, okay, well, you're going to play our game, you're going to grind, you're going to farm, you're going to sit here and you're going to do everything out longhand, so that way you think you have some kind of bonus above the rest of the game. That's okay. We'll give a function in the game called Insight, and the more that goes up, the harder the enemies are going to be. And it's going to get to the point where you're just going to be like, well, why did I spend so much of that time grinding out? Now, hopefully we can take care of this guy without the Blunderbuster brothers just tearing into us. And hopefully... Oh! I hate that move of his. Oh, can't use any blood vials, or can't take any more blood vials. Maybe we'll pick that back up. Blunderbuster brothers. I hate the Blunderbuster brothers. I'm gonna call. Okay, from now on, these two's names is Jeb and Bej. Either Jeb and Bej or BJ and JB. There we go. JB and BJ, JB. They are the Blunderbuster twins. I don't know. I have no idea where I was going with that joke when I made it. And I honestly regret making it halfway through as soon as I started saying BJ. Anyways, maybe it's because they have that. While they've got the top hat, the nice looking shirt, or maybe sometimes they wear shirts and jackets and ties, and and how they dress in old Gothica London kind of style, which for those out there who love dressing Victorian style and Gothica style, that's great. But at the same time, they could almost come across as being inbred hillbillies firing their rifles at everything that moves. That was not meant as an insult. I regret saying that the moment that came out, because I didn't realize that I get to talking and I forget that I forget that I've got to be careful as what I'm saying. I've got to be within YouTube guidelines at the same time as I want to make you guys laugh. I've got my friend behind me. She's just busting a rib laughing at me because she seems to think that I'm just being funny as can be. We're gonna go ahead and take these rats down here. You dirty, stinking rats. I'm waiting for someone to tell me where that comes from. I know that's an old 30s, 40s kind of a line from a movie. God knows what it's from. I know it's a gangster kind of thing. And it might have been, used in later movies. I got it personally from Captain Hawkeye Franklin Pierce or something like that. Captain Benjamin Franklin Pierce, known as Hawkeye from the MASH series. He said it a couple of times. Man, I can't believe I kept messing that up. I watched the entire 11 seasons. It's on Netflix at the moment. Maybe that's where I got BJ from, because BJ Honeycutt. Mind you, that is a television show from the 70s, about about the Korean War in the 50s. At that time, obviously, they didn't have words that had quite the colloquialism that some of our words have today. I'm not going to explain what that word is. I'm sure there's plenty of people out. This stupid rat just jumped down her. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that know what that word is, and if not, there's always Urban Dictionary. Kids, don't go on Urban Dictionary. That's bad. That's a very bad website for kids. Do not go there. That being said, go on. Go ahead. Go read what your name means, what these funny words are, and then turn around and use them at school. I'm kidding. Don't use them at school. You'll get yourself suspended and in trouble, and I don't want you getting in trouble. That'd be bad. But yeah. We've cleaned out the sewers. We've pretty much cleaned out all the enemies as far as up to up to the church goes. So we'll go ahead and we'll go up to the church, because by now the old crone from the window will be there. So what's this? Another blood vial. I had a viewer last time. They asked me what's down here. At the very end of this tunnel. I don't think I mentioned. I might have mentioned it in my first stream or my second stream. I'm not sure. First stream, I don't believe so, because we didn't get up to this point. We were still fighting the cleric beast into the second one. That is a pit. I don't want to go down there. I'd lose 12,000 blood echoes, and at this point, that's 2 levels, or a level and a half. So. But yeah. Man, this Slimer, this ladder goes forever. I feel bad for the guy that had to install it, and I feel bad for the guy that has to go up and down that ladder every single day to get down there to the waterway to do his job, because that would suck. I just heard that said back to me, that Slimer. And I have no idea where that came from. Stupid Ghostbusters. Maybe that's where I'm thinking Slimer, the Limer. I don't know. Anyways, back up in this area. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm kind of avoiding Old Yarnin. Mostly because I have absolutely no idea where I'm supposed to go from there. If I'm supposed to go across the bridge, or if I'm supposed to go down. And there are certain points that are no return until you can find the shortcut back and unlock it. So it's a little. It is a little intimidating, and I do know, only because, and I need to find out who it is that I was watching before I even technically bought this game, because it was thanks to a YouTuber that I even decided to purchase this game. Watching them play, and that's what made me decide, I really wanted to play this. I only watched them as far as Father Gascoigne, and then I went, oh, yep, see, there's the old crone. Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. Wow. All your fault, the fidgety outsiders. Yeah, man, she's such a witch. Come on. Give me oh, really? I brought you all the way here, you're not going to give me anything? Why don't I kill you now? I should just kill you now. We're going to go down here, take care of the Lantern Man. Take him out. There's another Lantern Man right there. Yeah, the smart thing right now would probably to go back to the hunter's dream and turn those souls in, um, only because yes, we blocked you. You can't come in here, can you? Huh? Cause you're a little wussy. No, that's okay. I'm not gonna unlock that gate. This is the gate up here that I was talking about as far as the special item goes, and maybe this is where I meant to use it at. I need a symbol. A special emblem opens the main gate. I think that's what that is. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go buy that item. And forego the couple levels I can get. Only because, as I was saying, I only watched as far as Father Gascoigne initially. I went back, I watched a video as far as where he goes next. He goes down into Old Yarnan. And I know that the guy that that was speaking to us about not needing any hunters starts shooting a rapid fire Gatling gun at us. What was in here? Oh, there was oh, there's. See, now I'm sitting down, so I completely missed this guy. This guy was over here hiding in the shadows, like a lurker. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, the guy that spoke to us, shoots a Gatling gun of some sort or another. So, but someone had said that you can go to Old Yarnan either from above or from below, much like how in Dark Souls you could either go down to Blight Town or go up through the Old Town to face the Shield Knight first. So, I wonder if that's the same premise. I can go one or the other, and if I can, then I'm pretty sure the up way would be better. So, we can't open this. This is closed by a device. We're almost on an hour's time. I think what I'm gonna do is that because I just got let known that my dinner was done. Whoa, I don't know what. Oh, crows. That's right. This area is full of crows. Right now we're just collecting more blood echoes. Why am I collecting more blood echoes? I keep saying that I'm gonna go back. Anyways, I was let known that my dinner was done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and probably take a hot couple moments to break and eat my dinner. My friend's gonna join me, and then we'll be right back for our live stream. I'm gonna buy that item first though. So the loading times. I noticed that the cards the cards are nice. Oh wow, we were up to 14,000 already. Wow, that's taking care of all those items. Key items: Hunter Chief Emblem, 10,000. Yeah, we'll go ahead and purchase it. I have no idea what. See, we can't buy anything else from them. They've got nothing else worth buying from at this moment. None of the weapon or the equipment's changed. They do not. We never purchased the Yarnan Hunter equipment, so we didn't. That's still there. We did. I was told why these guys appeared. These guys appear when you've got more than 10 insight. There's they don't appear unless you have 10. So we're down to 4. We bought Father Gascoigne's stuff. So now these guys oh, this is where we give them the items, and they look real nice and pretty for us. Aside from that, I'm gonna come up here. I'm at workshop. I want a blood gem fortification. We went over this last time. I didn't quite go through and equip anything onto my hunter's axe. I'm gonna go ahead and do so. Let me see. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to put the tempering blood gemstone on. The little increase in damage is great. And then for number 2, we're going to go ahead and put this one because the HP continues to recover +1. That is great. We can take it off little by little, so we don't have to leave them on there. That's great, so we don't lose them. And as we improve, we'll get another turn to be able to put another gemstone on. So we are waiting for the. Oh, that did leave them on there, right? Yeah. Okay. That is because we need the twin bloodstone shards to increase it enough times to get another fortification gem. So we do have enough here, so we're gonna go ahead and increase this. Now we need 3, and we can only put 1 on there. So I'm gonna go ahead put a. Oh, we can't put a blood gem on there. Oh well, that's fine. But as I said, we bought the item. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Probably be back about, say, quarter after, 20 minutes after. It is 5 after now. That'll give me a chance to eat as well as, you know, give my friend a chance to eat as well, and then we'll be back. All right. So we'll go ahead. We'll sit down. So we will be back. Making sure my audio didn't cut off. Hey, folks! Sorry about the time it took me away. I didn't realize that I was gone for so long. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream here tonight. We really haven't accomplished much tonight. I do apologize. I did mean for it to do it during the daytime. Um, at 3. I will be back tomorrow. Probably about 1, 2 or so, maybe 3 or so, and we'll make this an all day kind of thing. To make up for it. Aside from that, again, I apologize. It wasn't too exciting tonight, but as I said, we'll make it up to it. So, thank you for joining me. My name's been Echamil. You've watched me play Bloodborne on the PS4, and you guys have yourself a wonderful evening. Okay.